Walmart Spark versus DoorDash. DoorDash versus Walmart Spark. Which one is the best one? Of course, we're all going to have thoughts and opinions and this and that. Oh, does this. Well, this does that. But let's go ahead and talk about it right here, right now. I have been doing DoorDash for years now. I have been no tier. I have been silver, gold, platinum. I've been all of it. But here comes another app for the past few weeks called Walmart Spark. I've heard that many Dashers have really good success with Spark. So I had to try this out for myself. And what I've learned these past few weeks is it's actually pretty decent in my area. Granted, the Dallas market, there's going to be quite a few different Walmarts. From your super centers to the small little market-sized Walmarts to the Sam's Clubs. All of these things working together for the customer and a way that us gig workers can actually make some pretty good money, which is all will vary depending on the market that you're in, of course. Because I've even had a few comments from you all that said the opposite of what I felt, how Walmart Spark has been doing really well, but in your market, it may not have been as great. Now, even here recently on the channel, I put a poll out just a few days ago, and it is, which is the best gig app? And with 152 votes, we'll start from the bottom with Amazon Flex with 6%, Uber Eats with 10%, DoorDash 41%, and Spark 43%. Now, I was actually a little bit kind of surprised, and I was kind of not surprised. I was kind of really right there on the border, which is where I'm at right now when it comes to DoorDash versus Spark. Because I was watching that poll, especially the very first 24 hours. DoorDash was leading most of the time. I'm not too sure when Walmart Spark actually got the lead there, but it was really close that whole time. And it was actually really interesting seeing these responses. But let's just do a little bit of comparing and contrast. So let's look at some acceptance ratings, because DoorDash has an acceptance rating. I do have the overall Dasher rating, where some people have it, some people do not. But yet we still have these categories of the acceptance rate, completion rate, on-time rate, quality rate, customer rating, 30-day orders. Then you look on the flip side for Walmart Spark, you see the on-time arrival at pickup, the completion rating, the acceptance rate, customer rating, then the items found. All these metrics just trying to gear us of kind of see where can we weigh ourselves of how good we're actually doing. It's almost like at school, and it's got giving you a grade system. Did you get an A? Did you get a B, C, D, or F? And hopefully no one has like a failing grade, because our ratings will show. But now here's the difference, because as much as we say that the rating does not matter on DoorDash, but if you're trying to be in the tier system that DoorDash has, such as the gold, silver, or platinum, then it will make a difference for you. But the question is, does it really matter? Because in my years of experience on this app, there was times, because I'm in a certain market, if I'm not tiered, I really don't get that many orders. And multi-apping is a must. And I didn't really feel a difference until maybe I got to platinum. And platinum now is actually different in the past few months than it was just 6 months ago. Because now as a Dasher, when I have platinum, I can get orders. It's like soon as I drop off, DoorDash is sending me another offer pretty quickly with platinum status. And I've also have seen this on gold status as well. Because that platinum offer boost, that gold offer boost, I have seen a difference. That's for me and my market. Doesn't mean every one of those offers were the best offers. Not saying that at all. Because I still saw some trash offers. No matter what, I still saw trash offers. Upside down orders, dollar per mile orders, and I didn't take it. When I first got this overall Dasher rating, my acceptance rating was actually like mid to high 70%. But when this overall Dasher rating came, it just dwindled down so fast because I got bad offer after bad offer. And it got me to a point where it's just like level me out in a way where I'm just barely platinum, on the border to gold. And I almost feel like it was on purpose, actually. I think it was actually by design. Because if I stayed my acceptance rating that high with my other metrics being high as well, because here's a little peek-see of like a completion rating of 99%, on-time rating and quality rating being 100%, customer rating 5.0. Now my 30-day orders is struggling right now because all I've been doing is Spark. And I'm not trying to treat Spark just like the new girlfriend or anything, but she's doing pretty good. And she's been making me happy. I can tell you that. But I don't really actually want to compare this as relationships, but you know what I'm talking about. Because when I start talking about multi-apping, I'm not going to say, hey, you have multiple partners or anything like that. No. So I'm not going to go that different route. But multi-apping can be so useful, especially when one app might be slow on one day and maybe another app could really pick up the pace for you. Because it was just a couple Saturdays ago where I started out with a Walmart Spark. It's like a $20 order. Then I didn't get really anything for a few minutes, so I turned on my other apps, Uber Eats, Roadie, DoorDash. Then I got an order from Uber Eats. It was actually $7.01 for like 2-ish miles, which that's not too bad at all. And also we had like an extra incentive to that, which is when you complete that first order, you get an extra $5. So that turned out to be $12.01 for just 2 miles. So that's why multi-apping is huge. Then after that, I got 3 DoorDashes in a row. And Walmart Spark didn't have anything for me. I kept it on too. But then right there at the end of my shift, Walmart Spark came in with another $20-something offer. And that was a really huge successful day, making over like $20 an hour. And that day was slow. But I just used all of these apps to create a successful day. However, most of my days on Spark have been busy days. That was just one out of the several times I've been out with Walmart Spark. And Walmart Spark has been showing up. I'm not just talking about days where it's like $17, $18 an hour. I'm talking about over $20 an hour. I have not had a day when I've done Spark by itself for a shift has been nothing less than $23 an hour. I've had up to $25 and $27 an hour. It's been pretty awesome. Now, you might say, maybe it's just because I'm new and I'm getting some of those good orders. You know what? That's a possibility. It might be because it's been the holiday season. You know what? That could be a possibility as well. But as these next few weeks and these months keep coming along, I'm definitely going to be able to see which app could be better for my market. Because both of these apps, they both have things to offer. Of course, we know that DoorDash, they have that food delivery. They have shop and deliver, DashLink, pharmacy orders as well. And just like Spark, they have the pharmacy orders. They have the shop and deliver, the grocery curbside, and also the package delivery. They have these things already in place as well. But the caveat to this, when you're looking at Walmart Spark, there are a huge company that have many and multiple items, just about anything you just about want. And DoorDash, they're trying to catch up. So they got some partnering stores such as their own Dash Mart, 7-Eleven, Party City, PetSmart, Aldi's, Tom Thumb, Dollar General, just to name a few. They have to get all these companies together just to try to have a chance against Walmart. And maybe they have to buy out a Kroger or something just so they might get to go to that very next level. Or can they get their Dash Mart so big like a Walmart? You never know. But here you got on the flip side, what if? Now, these are just hypothetical, just almost like wishful thinking. But what if, come on now, if Walmart Spark actually got into the food delivery industry? How much could that change? Would they actually still pay their delivery people better? Because right now, from my experience, when it comes to the shop and deliver and the curbside, the package delivery, it's been like hands down. It hasn't really been that much of a contest It's almost been like men among boys right now. That's how different these offers have been recently that I've been trying to do DoorDash sometimes versus Walmart Spark. But let me show you an example when I did DoorDash. This was actually a pretty good offer. $7 plus 2.7 miles. It was a great way to start my day. And I also got $12 from that plus. And it only took me 17 minutes to complete this. So that right there is a great way to actually keep on multiplying and be on your way to $20 and more. And also notice this was when I was platinum status. And then I also got a catering order, $33.25 plus 13.2 miles, which was absolutely beautiful, which turned out to be $52.68. But these are just a few, just to show you an example of some of these DoorDash offers I get. But here's the difference. When I start having like a really successful hour, I will start getting trashed on. I mean, it will multiply, steamroll with some bad offers. I'm just going, where are the good ones at? It might want to send me those $1 per mile, or it might want to send me those upside down orders, like a $5 for 8 miles. But I'm not going to do that. You just gave me a successful hour. Are you really trying to balance out the game or something? What's actually going on here? Because even on that day I got this catering order, I got multiple bad offers that even took me out of platinum down to gold. But if you just stick with like a Walmart Spark, I've been getting orders like this. $29.68. 25 items, 29 quantity. It actually rated me at 39 minutes to complete this thing and also 1.5 miles to deliver. And even though this is like a beautiful order, an awesome order, a glorified banger, sometimes the time, even though it says 39 minutes, it's a little bit longer sometimes. It might take me about 45 minutes. Or even 50 minutes. But you know what? When it's 29 and change, it's still under an hour. How you doing? And then I get offers like this one right here. $41.19, 9.8 miles, 43 minutes. And this was around 25 items, no more than 30 quantity. Even though it's like about 10 miles, this is still all right because the money to miles ratio covers it all. This is like an offer that you're looking for because even by the time you get back, you're still doing good. All you do is keep on stacking, keep on multiplying, and you can make some money. So how can you find out which is better, DoorDash or Walmart Spark? How can I figure it out? The way I figure it out is which one am I making the most money in the shortest amount of time? Which is better between my money to miles ratio? Which one's better between my money to time ratio? And I believe time is more valuable. But however, when you put it all together, which one really works for you? In these past few weeks, making over $23 an hour on my Spark shifts and me with years of work with DoorDash, testing and tinkering, this and that. Well, I can definitely tell you, these past month and a half with Spark, I've been making more. Then I'm also reminded about what Bill Parcells about Tony Romo when he just got put in place of Drew Bledsoe and he was actually doing really well. And Bill Parcells is like, well, just don't bring out the anointing oil just yet. And I've heard some people will say, well, let's let the cake bake a little bit and see how things go. And that's definitely what I'm going to do. And I'm going to be out there tomorrow.